How's it? Okay, in Excel, we're going to learn the vLookup. Open up your Excel document that you created before. If not, you can make this information and just fill it out. What you want to add is the scale. So we have the grade percentage, and if you pass or fail, but we want to say, okay, what letter grade is going to show up on your transcript? An A, a B, a C, D, or an F, okay? So right here, we're going to put a letter in G. I'm going to bold that, and we're going to have the same format. So just click on pass fail, format, and then letter, okay? And we're going to bold scale so we know that this is our scale. Now, the way vLookup works is basically you put in a number of series like 0, the 66, 74, 84, and then you'll put in a number, it'll look up a number, and it will find where that number falls in line, and it will spit out the number you assign it to, or letter, or word, or whatever it may be. Okay, so it's basically like a lookup. It's looking up where it falls under in that category. So let's go ahead and do that. So put the scale down, go for your letter grade, go on to the toolbar, and we're going to use vLookup. And with our vLookup, let's go with, first of all, it says the vLookup array, or vLookup value. Now this value is going to be this set of cells. Now to make a set of cells, you can either select all of this, or you can name a group of cells by highlighting the cells you want, go to Insert, and then go to Name and Define. And then you're going to define and put in a word. I put in grades. Okay, then hit OK. And then in your vLookup, when we look up and we just put grades, it's going to refer to it as grades. But first of all, lookup value, we're going to look up this grade percentage. We're going to say, okay, we're going to look up this 95%. The table array is going to be, I put grades. You could put any name you want. Okay, and it's basically going to find where it falls into this category. Okay, so if it's 0 to 65, it's going to be an F. But here it's a 95. So anything over this, it's going to be this number, or this number, and we wanted to say, okay, when you find this number, we're going to give it this value or label, and that's A. So that's column 2. Notice here's 1 and 2 out of our table array. So we're going to put 2. And okay, so we have our lookup value, our table array, and grades, and 2. And we're going to hit OK. So notice that it spit out the letter A. And I'm going to move that to where it should be right there. And I'm going to center that. Okay, so double click on your equation. Make sure, since it has grades, we can just copy it down because grades isn't going to change when we copy it down. And notice that it changed with it. Now, to make sure it's correct, go ahead and change some of your integers. Make sure you do a failing one to make sure that it'll change the fail for the if-then statement, and it changes the letter grade to F. Let's say the school changes it now to get a failing, no longer 60, but a 70% will work. Okay, well notice 70% now is passing, D, okay, whereas before it was failing. If you look at that before, so, or if you need a 71, notice now it's an F, okay, so that's the lookup value, and of course if it's 0, it's an F. Hey, there's one more thing I wanted to show you, and that was, what if we changed the lookup value to, or the column is to 3. Let's go ahead and hide A through D so we can see our screen a little bit better. And next to our descriptions of the letters, we're going to put descriptions. And this is actually from the handbook of what it says. So B is very good. And C is satisfactory. That's average. So for the description, though, we're going to use this, since we added another column here, let's go ahead and highlight F3 through H7, or this group, and go to Insert, Name, Define. And we're going to have it a new name. So it can be anything. Like I'm really hungry, I'm ready to go to lunch, so I'm gonna call that lunch. Um, so in your description, again, you're gonna use the if then. Use the vLookup. So in your toolbox, grab your toolbox and use your vLookup. Or remember we did vLookup for the letter. You could just copy that equation, paste your equation here, and then go up here and just edit it. So look, it says vLookup F10. Is this supposed to be F10? Is there a lookup value? No. We're supposed to look up this one, E10. So mommy, that's the wrong name. The name is, what do we name it? Actually, I named this, it wasn't mommy, it was grade or scale, but this one's going to be lunch because I'm hungry. So now notice it selects everything, and instead of 2, because 2 refers to like this letter, like we did on the letter. Now instead of 2, it's going to be 3. So we enter, and we can copy that down, and notice now it gives descriptions for it. So if your grade changes from a failing to a 99%, notice A, pass, A, and then it's excellent. Okay, and if they change the scale from a 60% to maybe, we'll go ahead and give one of the guys a 60%. Okay, and then let's say they up the standard and now you need a 65 to pass. Notice that this guy now is failing. It says failing. So, so yeah, change it up a little bit and make sure it works, and have fun with your vLookup.